Subi, I am expecting a pretty high score all throughout, but I don't think we're going to go to like game 5. I think this is either going to be a 3-0 or 3-1 win for either whatever side actually comes out. I think we're going to be looking at 4-3 last minute goals that stretch them away. You and I have had discussions about 72 PC's capabilities and their lack of production. And while Zookeeper's kind of has flown under the radar and they haven't performed obviously at expectations, but we haven't been looking at them to blow us out of the water, I think we have been looking at 72 PC and saying, what in the world's going on with this team? Of course, Jacob was an X factor for us. He was the number one guy, but it's Lion Blaze, the third man in, who's done all of the carrying up to this point.
No, yeah, Lion Blaze has 10 goals on the season. Jacob and Demo combined for 8. So to say he is carrying the season, I think, is an understatement at this point. This guy has been insane, and he's going to have to show up huge here for them to win this. But I think this is a series where he does show up huge.
And I think one of the things that I love about your prediction, my prediction, is that they're 0-3, right? There's only one way this can go, and we both have such valid arguments of how these teams should play, how they should be able to secure the W. It's just about who steps up, and I think that's really where we're looking for separation. We're looking for separation at 0-3 between Jacob and Portland and Bambi at the end of the day. So to start things off, it's in control of 72 for now, as Jacob's going to knock it up, but Portlet will steal it away. Lion Blaze again comes over the middle and sends it back to the other corner before Bambi cuts it off in rotation. And this is a situation where, if I could wear that shirt, I would. Strike hot while you can. You're both 0-3, and you need positive momentum where you can find it.
Yeah, just don't get a little too far ahead of yourselves. You see that when teams are down in the season as far as standings go, that they come out and try and make a point right away. And a lot of times they get hurt for it and punished. And here comes Portland off that side wall. He's got Tool middle of the field, but you see Tool go to the side there. Probably smart play there because he gets to come off that side wall, but the whiff comes out, and that's going to kill their offense here and give 72 PC a chance to break out of defense.
And there was a center in the back line, but I believe it was Lion Blaze who missed the hit, so there was no goal there. Of course, we still sit at 0-0. The ball's going to be front of the net now, taken out of the box by Demo. He gets it over a defender, and up for Jacob. A pass downfield was perfect, but he couldn't finish it. Lion Blaze tried to stifle it into the corner. The challenge won, however, by RBG as they push it back up to the top of the ceiling, and Portland will control it now, pushing it down for Jacob to grab away and send it back out towards midfield. Bambi controls it. Jacob follows suit, and it's back to the 50-yard hash before Portland knocks it off the ceiling, and Lion Blaze sitting in the back line as that third man out gets a breakaway opportunity, and here comes 72 PC with a chance.
So the reason that I was so hesitant when F-Dot brought up, is this going to be high scoring or low scoring, is you've got bad offense and bad defense at times from both teams, and it's just so hard to know when the offense is going to strike hot and when it's just going to fall apart. Good defense there from Demo, but right now 72 PC is lowest goals per game and lowest assists per game in the league. They just don't produce offensively, but on the other hand, RBG has the highest saves and allows the most shots. So it's kind of like, well, if RBG doesn't show up on defense, then 72 PC theoretically could get a lot of shots, but it's just a matter of controlling midfield, I feel like.
It's kind of like a perfect mirror match. Like one team gives up a lot of shots, but they save a lot, and the other team doesn't really get that many shots. And so it's basically who's going to lose their personality first. The biggest problem is that you're midway in the season, and now you're not only playing for a team ranking, but you're hopefully playing for individual rankings as you're looking for scouts to start picking you up for the RLCS. And that's where Lion Blaze could really come in and change some things. But for now, it's going to be Demo carrying. Bambi back to midfield. Lion Blaze follows it up, and now Jacob behind will hit it forward, and Bambi saves it away.
Good bumps coming out from Jacob. He hasn't gotten a lot of goals, a lot of assists this season. His accuracy has been very poor, 9.5%. But hey, if he's shaking up the players like that, just going for demos, going for bumps, that could help out Demo and Lion Blaze a ton.
So about 3 minutes into this first game, and no one has scored yet. And Bambi off the ceiling, cleared away by Lion Blaze, out of net. Here comes a follow-up from Portlet, and that's going to be saved at the last second. And again, a good job from RBG staving off this push, but this relentless continuation of passing plays down into their half has kind of punished some teams. Fortunately, they haven't been able to find the win, but that might change here this weekend.
Good cut from Jacob once again. The positioning from him is tremendous. Cut off that passing play, and here comes Jacob. Gets the catch, gets the carry, and just misses that upper 90 just off of his mark, and that was a good opportunity for 72 PC, but 30 seconds remain, and so far, RBG holding on tight.
Looked like an open goal and possibly a missed opportunity, but you just can't miss those. Moving into the crunching moments of game one. The ball's going to go into the corner. Tool will have control. Jacob goes up for the challenge, doesn't win it, but Demo and Lion Blaze are sitting at midfield, and this could be a chance. As we watch it unfold. Centered, yes. Where's Jacob following up? That's an open net.
Oh! And two off the right post and off the left. Just inches away from ending game one, but instead we go into overtime.
And that ball's going to hang slowly right over the goalpost, but Lion Blaze will control it down into the corner. Almost stolen away by Porklet, and now a clearing chance. This Tool has to fall back in transition. Oop. Not enough boost. Back to midfield. Jacob now following up. Lion Blaze going to follow in pursuit. Does get a second touch, but again, still stalled out. Now Tool will send it back the other way. And this is going to fall down before Jacob sends it back to the sidewall. And here comes Bambi with a center. And they have to be careful, but they do have two men back for RBG on defense, so they're playing back, playing safe. They don't want to give up any quick goals or easy transitions.
There it is. Oh, good cutoff there from Bambi. Way to challenge at the point of contact. Take away as many angles as possible. And good pass forward up to Porklet. Nice transition offense, but didn't lead to much as Lion Blaze is going to poke this one right back into the orange half. We just crossed 1 minute of overtime and still neither team willing to budge. The shots are definitely coming out. 9 for 72 PC, 10 for RBG. And neither one able to crack through so far.
Saw Jacob get very aggressive and physical in the net to bump players out, something we didn't see 2 weeks ago. So there is some improvement there. Let's see if they can rally that into a Game 1 win. Another demo at midfield. So numbers advantage RBG, but now back to full strength is everyone. That's going to go off the back wall. Tool with a waterfall down. But Jacob has easy time clearing it away. A double commit on the side. No one's going to get a handle of it, and back the other way for Jacob, who's going to play it into the corner, and Tool steals it away. This could be a goal. No! Porklet's able to save it at the last minute, and now a transitional opportunity for RBG.
That was just good defense there from RBG, covering both sides of the net, taking away every possible option for Lion Blaze, and good bomb downfield. Bambi was looking for Tool, but that was a hard pass to reel in, and then immediately turn around to pass it forward. This one's dangerous. Jacob goes for the back pass. No one home for RBG, and Demo can't squeeze it in, and again, RBG getting away with another one.
You talk about them giving up shots. The goalpost is saving most of those, but they have to find a way to get this out of their own half. I mean, they've been stuck back here for quite some time. Here comes a second attempt. That's going to do it. Lion Blaze again, stepping up when answered, when questioned. And there he is, finding the first goal of the game. It came in overtime, but it's enough for the win.
And that's a tough read there for Tool to come out of your own net. That pass is coming hot off the backboard towards the top of the box. 99 times out of 100, you're going to hit that at this level, but those rare mistakes are going to come out, and you are going to get punished for it. And 72 PC take game number 1, and that was a lot closer than I was expecting. I know both teams are 0-3, but it really, we've talked about it a lot this season, and we've probably used it way too many times of a chess match, and this one genuinely did feel like a chess match.
Of course, you have 8 shots from Porklet, 2 from Bambi, none from Tool, but I think that we kind of have to mesh the two sentences we put together. You said it was going to be a low-scoring game. I said it was going to be high-scoring, but it might come down to the wire. I think if we just push those together, low-scoring, down to the wire. Again, I don't see this series going the distance, but we could see games that go to overtime each and every time. And Lion Blaze, once again, steps up when called upon, finds the goal, 3 shots, 3 saves. Jacob got very physical in net, something we haven't seen before. Demo was relatively quiet, had some good defensive rotations, but I feel like the factors that we've talked about with 72 PC are still here. They haven't gone away. It's just that once again, Lion Blaze is bailing them out of a bad situation.
Yeah, he definitely is a special player, something that, we get to witness. It seems like few players every season in rival series where a player comes along and you just feel like you're witnessing something special. And that's Lion Blaze right now, just all over the field. But game 2 underway. Can RBG bring this series back to 1-1?
Now, Subi, I've talked about the importance of getting someone other than Lion Blaze involved, a quick shot down from him as I say that. And I've also talked about the fact that RBG went to game 5 against Stromboli, but it's been more of like a team loss effort. No one's kind of stepped up the way Lion Blaze has for RBG. What are you seeing out of these guys? What is it that shows you on the pitch they've been struggling to find open nets?
Well, you bring up Stromboli, that they took him to game 5. We talked about it pre-show. And while that is an amazing feat, I feel like Stromboli played down to their level. They kind of overlooked them and thought that it would be a lot easier matchup than it was because this team has yet to win. So it took them a while to take this team seriously. And then once they did, it was Stromboli's game. It was game over. And what they need to do to win matches and find better shots is pass the ball a little better. Right now, the passes just aren't there. They're going for individual plays up and down the field. You see a passing play develop there, but the shot doesn't come out. So they've got to connect with their shots for these plays to work out. And I think this team will be just fine as the season progresses further.
And they don't look afraid on any of these commits on offense. It's just like you said about executing when you get the opportunities. Of course, those opportunities come short and far between. And sometimes it just takes one good bounce. Unfortunately, Tool had to go and reach for that one. Here comes Demo now. But stuffed in the box and blocked away by Bambi up to the sidewall. Lion Blaze now gets a second hit. That's going to go off the back wall. Anyone to follow up? No. Demo will be there. And so will Tool. Flicks it over defender. That's an open net. But Jacob grabs it off the top of the crossbar and moves it away.
It was a great save from Jacob and a good challenge there as well. Difficult ball to get up to, and he does it perfectly. And here comes Tool. Another great challenge from Jacob, but Demo loses control of that, and Porklet's going to take this one down to the blue half. Lion Blaze and Jacob both on that back wall. Net's going to be open for just a few seconds, but again, Jacob cutting the passing lanes, Jacob finishing the double tap. Is there anything this man can't do?
Just great spacing all around. Intercepts it off the backboard. I'll take it myself. Makes one defender miss coming out of transition on the right. And as that was unfolding, I was thinking, man, RBG is leaving so much space on the field that if a bad clear comes in or a lucky bounce goes over one player's head, it's just a race to the finish. And there you go. Jacob able to capitalize and finds goal 1 for him in what seems like 2-3 weeks. But that's what you need. You need him to start stepping up. The guy's been a former pro, and this is a chance to rewrite your own script here in Rival Series after starting 0-3. But back to the other side, Jacob who intercepts it on the back wall. It's going to be set up for Bambi. He will control it. Challenge 1 by 72 PC. Lion Blaze dribbles over 1. Over Porklet to the sidewall. Bambi back to the corner. Demo following in. Centered for a teammate. Yes, that's Jacob towards the top shelf. But Lion Blaze controls it.
It just seems like 72 pin connector is just starting to get shots whenever they want to right now. Good challenge from Bambi, but smart play to rotate back from Demo, and he booms it downfield. Porklet, that could have been punished, but 72 PC rotated back to defense. All three wanted to gather up some boost, and again, just trying to break out of their half, and RBG can't get any type of offense started.
This is the Jacob we were looking to see at the start of the season. Already has 1 goal, 3 saves, or 3 shots, excuse me, in this game. And we were looking for this. We know what his caliber is. We know what he's capable of. It's just about getting him going. And if he's able to continue and find this form, not only throughout today, but through next week and the week following, who knows what this team could do and be able to turn things around, as the middle of the pack of North America is so bunched up.
Yeah, I talked about it week 1. My one question mark of Jacob has always been the rotations. That's since day 1, ever since I've watched him, has always been just, I feel like the rotations could be better from him. It throws his teammates off, and this match, this series so far, rotations have been perfect from him. His teammates can read what he's doing, and they can be confident in the hits they're getting. Tool misses that one, but Porklet isn't going to miss the follow-up, and just like that, game number 2 is all tied up.
And those rotations you were talking about, so similar here. Tool in a good position, banks it off the side of the post, and sets it up for Porklet off the pass. But again, like you said, I mean, that was the question mark with him. And this first goal in game 2, Jacob played the rotation perfectly. He got out in front, and a missed challenge. Now Bambi can carry by himself, taken away. Oh, that's going to be off the backboard. And back to midfield, and here comes Jacob now following in pursuit. Going to use this off the top of the ceiling, pinch it back down, set up for a teammate. That's Lion Blaze, but it's saved away by Porklet, no problem. And both teams showing mirrors of respect to one another, as they're going to fall back into the blue half. And no grab control for now. 72 PC look to hopefully take game 2.
That's 2 whiffs from Porklet on that side wall. The first one was a clear forward to him. He had a teammate coming down center field that he could have passed the ball to for an infield passing play. And then that one got by him to thankfully get blocked. But this is going to be dangerous. Jacob looking for bodies in net. 5 seconds to go. Porklet trying to get it towards midfield, and one last push coming out from 72 PC. But Demo can't stretch far enough, and overtime we go once again.
That's going to be the story of this series. I can feel it. It's just who's going to win it off the start. Well, challenge won by Lion Blaze, taken off the back wall. Jacob there in setup position, moving across the ceiling, sets it down. Oh, that was so dangerous, but Tool was able to save it at the goal line. And they just need to clear it away for RBG. You cannot allow Jacob to get comfortable, like you said, on these rotations. Once he does, it just allows Demo to open things up, and Lion Blaze is the X factor. He's the guy that can make things happen.
Demo just taking that ball all the way down to the orange half by himself. Bambi can't get that one around, and a good cutoff there from Tool. Numbers coming out from RBG, but missed their target there. And 72 PC, ever since week 1, even prior to week 1, we've known that those long clears are their Achilles heel.
Yeah. Well, that kind of plays into just, Jacob's lackluster transitional defense. But that's changed clearly. And that's kind of what's kept them at midfield for the last minute and a half. We'll see if they can continue that. But for RBG, they've been pretty quiet this entire game. They've just been playing great defense, but they give up so many shots, and eventually that's going to fall. On the sidewall, it's Jacob. Back to Lion Blaze. It's going to be off the back wall. It's going to fall down slowly, and Bambi gets the trickle. Back to midfield. Demo going to intercept it. Tool wins the challenge into the corner. Lion Blaze will be there as well. And he gets it over 1. Now just basically a one-on-one in the box. Can he win it? No, stuffed, but here comes Jacob, and that's going to be game 2. Jacob gets the flick over the defender, and it was all set up by Lion Blaze again. The guy does it all, and Jacob comes off rotation, side swipes it, hello, back of the net.
And Lion Blaze got underneath Tool there, so he couldn't get a second follow-up save. I don't think he would have got a touch on it anyway, but good heads-up play from Lion Blaze to disrupt the defender, and Jacob gets his 4th goal of the season. Took him a while to wake up, but hey, now he's starting to look pretty dangerous.
Demo with 5 saves through 2 games. Lion Blaze no goal, but basically sets up the game winner. Essentially, 100% credit to him. Jacob did finally finish 2 goals in game 2. And this is a very different 72 PC team that I think we're used to seeing. We didn't see this 2 weeks ago. We didn't see it week 1. Jacob is much more involved physically on the pitch. He's getting good bumps. He's hitting rotations perfectly. And that, you have to think, that takes a lot of pressure off Lion Blaze, right? He doesn't have to create as many opportunities. He can just play his game, set up things for others. And Jacob is now feeding off of that energy, and that's why they now have a 2-0 series lead.
Yeah, and the rotations, which we've been talking about at length throughout match 2, it's just going to bring this whole team together, make them a true Rocket League team. And we've seen that in rival series. We've seen it in RLCS, that if you don't pass the ball more times than not, you aren't going to be winning games. And it's hard for teams to get those assists when the rotations are off point. And you can view it just on the stats alone. Lion Blaze, 10 goals on the or 11 now, and only 2 assists. His teammates constantly rotate back to defense, but in this match, they're keeping that midfield pressure, and it's been huge.
Yeah, no, it really has. And Still harping on some of the points that I talked about, excuse me, and I touched on about RBG was the quietness. No X factors that I've seen step up. Of course, Bambi and Porklet had a great series 2 weeks ago, but at that point, it's 2 weeks ago. What have you done for me lately kind of attitude that this team needs to have. And we need to see an X factor step up. And maybe that will be Bambi, maybe that'll be Porklet. Tool has been relatively quiet this series, playing good defense on the wall. But other than that, I mean, the team's been stuffed in the box, shut out at midfield. It's been all of 72 PC. And I know when we've picked 72 PC in the past couple of weeks, this is what we expected from them. They're finally showing it here.
Yeah, and it's not lack of opportunities for RBG. They're getting plenty of shots. I believe
they're just not hitting the shots.
Exactly. Their accuracy isn't there. And it's not like the defense has been amazing from 72 PC. There have been moments of amazingness, but more times than not, it's just a missed shot from RBG.
Yeah, and those booming clears have been great. It's just been the follow-ups that they haven't connected on. They've had a couple opportunities with maybe 1 or 2 open nets on transition, but other than that, it's really just been executing and finding accuracy. They haven't been able to do it. And in situations like this where you're gifted a hit into the corner and maybe you can make it work, unfortunately Porklet got a bad bounce and now he gets sent the other way, set up for Bambi. That's a that's a shot high off the top of his car. And still staled out for now. 3:30, plenty of time. Another booming hit. Jacob on rotation.
Danger.
That's going to be a dangerous hit down, but no one followed in, Subi. And now, again, we're looking at a 0-0 game.
And it's the poor positioning that is plaguing RBG. Look at the poke from Demo. Such a smart play coming out from the rival series vet.
Huge Demo. Probably wouldn't have gotten back anyway, but quick flick over, no problem. It's like a small floater in the paint, just right over the defender's head. And that's all it takes. Demo finding himself with a goal in this series. And now everyone's getting involved for 72 PC. So if you chose them, you chose correctly. If you're me and you didn't, better luck next time.
Don't forget about FDOT. He chose incorrectly so far, too.
Honestly, I blame FDOT. It's all his fault. We'll let him know.
I think that's the best way to go about business, is always blame him. But
this is why we get along so.
It's true. I mean, we are creating a good friendship here. But oh, look at the challenge from Demo. Came out of nowhere. I thought the double commit rather was gonna hurt them, and Porklet gets by one, can't get by Demo, and a great pass. Tool with the shot, but the weak shot isn't gonna go through, and here comes 72 PC down the field.
Situations like that where you're wondering what's the second attempt after you go for an individual stuff in the box. Didn't dunk it. Who else is gonna follow up? RBG missing a couple of opportunities. Now a dangerous open net, but Demo got the last touch back to midfield. Porklet now up with it. No sir. Taken away by Jacob. Sent towards the corner. One defender misses. Lion Blaze, let him carry that all day, every day. He wins the challenge, up for Demo. That's a good shot on net. Tool pokes it away. Save RBG. Lion Blaze now following. He could get a goal to the top shelf. Lion Blaze, what more could you say?
Oh, baby, just skewers this ball underneath the crossbar. Love the boost tap in mid-air, just feathering it perfectly. And Lion Blaze gets his second goal of the series.
It's individual stuff like that that could make 72 such a deadly squad. It was just about finally executing. Great pass to Lion Blaze. He wasn't able to connect, but no problem. Still, execution was perfect. Demo and Jacob both hitting their rotations. Bambi with a shot down. Jacob with a save away. And while he didn't win the challenge, he did win the aerial, as that ball is going to fall back into the orange half of RBG.
There it is. There's an opportunity. Porklet needs the double tap, and just off his mark. That's a rough one. He was on the right side of the ball initially and had to get all the way to the left to find the angle. But that's an opportunity that they're going to want again. In the pass forward, the shot's there, but Lion Blaze, perfect defense, perfect positioning, keeps this 2-0 lead in favor of 72 PC.
One of the things that I've noticed about RBG this series, great save, is they haven't found a way to bait players out of the box. They've allowed 72 PC to sit back, whether it's 1, 2 at the goal line, and they've gone for individual shots across the arc, but they haven't found a way to move numbers out and create an advantage. They've just been kind of sending shots down, hoping one lands, but at that point, it's like a pitching machine, and you're expecting to just knock it out. It's not going to happen. You need to find a way to break up those players sitting inside their goal line, or else they're going to knock it away each and every time.
Right now, 72 PC have really found their wave and are just riding it perfectly. Decided just, we're going to shred the gnar right now and follow this one to glory. 3-0. Definitely a decisive match against RBG.
I know FDOT and myself expected the series to possibly go the different way, and I know you were very keen on 72 PC, but I think we can all agree, regardless of the prediction, we didn't expect it to be kind of a hot 3-0 like this. Yes, there were 2 overtimes, but Game 3 flew by. Games 1 and 2 came down to the wire, but if you look at the individual plays in that game, it was all 72 PC